Hello guys, this is Miss G again. Um, the reason for this video is to just go over the story we went over throughout this week, week 1 of no school and virtual classes. So we're going to read the story together just in case you were not able to Zoom with us and go over it during our Zoom meetings. We're going to go over it now, okay? So we're going to read it together, and we have the title of the story is Eric's Rights and Eric's Choices. Okay, so that is the title. And this guy here is Eric. Okay, this person here is our illustrator. I'm sorry, not the illustrator. He's our author. And this person here is our illustrator. Okay, so stay tight and we are going to read, okay? So we have the next page, which is, let's read together, okay? Eric is a citizen. He has many rights, okay? So Eric, just like all of us, we are all citizens, we're all human beings, and we have rights, okay? And then we have the next page, page 2. It says, Eric can choose his lunch. That is his right. So you see here, he has 3 choices. He has number 1, In-N-Out. Number 2, maybe chicken salad. And number 3, maybe Chick-fil-A. And he has 3 choices, okay? So Eric can choose his lunch, okay? And that is his right. We all have different rights, okay? But we all have rights, which is important. Sometimes you can choose between maybe drinking water or drinking hot chocolate. So it's always, there's an option, okay? And our people from long time ago, our ancestors, they fought for us to have rights, okay? And now we have rights. Let's keep reading. Page 3. Eric can choose where he goes, and that is his right. He can go to the library. In this case, this is the library, okay? He can go to the restaurant. He can go to the park, you know. So that's his right, okay? So Eric has the right to choose where to go. Okay, if he's tired, maybe he just goes to sleep. Okay, if he needs to do homework, maybe he decides to do homework. Okay, he has different choices. Okay, and that is one good thing about having rights. You have the right to choose. Okay, and then it says Eric can disagree with others. Okay, meaning sometimes you don't all agree. Okay, agree, disagree. Eric can disagree with others, and that is his right. So, for example, if Jimmy says, well, I love this beautiful day, Eric might say, I don't agree. I disagree. I don't like rainy days, you know? So you have the choice to decide, do you agree or disagree? It is your right. It is your choice. Okay? And then we have Eric can go to school, and that is his right. Okay? So he can go to school. A long time ago, there was people that were not able to have education. Okay, people fought for that, fought for the right to vote, for the right to educate yourself, for the right to be able to read a book and learn. And Eric has that right to go to school, as well as all of you, and to learn. Okay. Page 6, we have Eric can tell others his ideas, and that is his right. Okay. If I have something in my mind and I'm like, I wish that today I would be able to go to the park. And that is my idea. And I'm going to share it with my friends. And I'm going to be like, I wish that, we didn't have to stay home. And I just wish I could be at the park, maybe playing soccer, playing basketball. So that is my idea. And I am able to share it to you guys. Okay. And then page 7, we have Eric can join a club. That is his right. Okay. Eric can join a club. That is his rights. So some of you are part of the gardening club, okay? You can join the club, okay? You can join the basketball club. You can join the cooking club. It is your choice. You decide what you want to do, okay? Page 8. Eric can vote in a school election. That is his right. So in school, sometimes there's elections, and like there's like people voting on who wants to be the class president or the class, the class whatever. So people are able to vote. Okay, if you're under 18, you can only vote during school or at school. When you turn 18, you can actually vote like everybody else, all the adults. Okay, you can vote to decide who do you want for president. Do you still want, the current president, or do you want a new president? So your voice, whatever you speak, is being heard by the world. Okay, and that is what voting is. Making your voice speak out. You speak out so everybody can know what you're thinking. Okay, Eric can help make things fair, and that is his right. So Eric is able to talk to other people and tell them, that is not nice. That wasn't nice. You should be fair. Maybe there's a student that is passing out slices of pizza, and maybe one student didn't get pizza, and then Eric can say, you know what, I think it's not fair. If you're giving pizza, you should give pizza to everybody to make it fair. Okay, so he's trying to make things fair, and we should all do that. We should all be kind to our friends and kind to the world, and try to make things as fair as possible. Okay, and last page 10, it says Eric has rights. He can choose what he wants. So the main thing is that Eric has rights, and he can do whatever he wants as long as he doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, so now we're going so now we're going to answer some of the questions. Okay, and the questions are as follow. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it, and in case you were not able to write the answers, I am going to write the answers again. Okay, so you guys are able to do it at your own pace. Okay, so the first question says, what is the title of the story? If we look at our story here, the title is Eric's Rights and Eric's Choices. So that's what we are going to write. Okay, we're going to write Eric's rights, Eric's choices. All right, Eric's rights, Eric's choices. That is the title of the story. It says, from the title, what do you think the story is going to be about? I think the story is going to be about Eric's rights and Eric making choices, perhaps, right? So we're going to write that down, and we're going to write, I think the story is about making choices. You think about making choices, having rights. Okay, we're going to do a period because we have the two sentences. I think the story is about making choices and having rights. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible because I know the rectangle is very small. so you cannot fit everything on it, but try my best to make it as simple as possible for you guys. Okay? And then it says, who is the author of the story? If you look at the first page, let me show you. The author is a big one, by Betsy Seltzer. That is the author, Betsy Seltzer. Okay? There we go. Who is the illustrator? The illustrator is the person that makes the pictures. The illustrators here, the smaller writing, and it says Alex Weishart. Okay, Weishart. There we go. Okay, everybody has that copy. I'm gonna wait a minute so you guys can copy it. Okay, and then we're gonna move on. Okay, so we're gonna clear all this and we're going to move on. So it says, the next chunk of questions, it says, I like to, and on your page, it already has check marks. So all you have to do is check mark on the side of that check mark that's already there. So do you like to read it by yourself? Do you like somebody reading the story to you? Or do you like to listen to the story on the computer? It's your choice. I'm gonna pick them all because I enjoy when people I enjoy reading it by myself. Sometimes I like when people read it to me because I can just relax and just listen, you know. And sometimes I like to read it on the computer. It just depends for you. Depends what is easier for you and what makes you feel more comfortable. Okay, so the answer doesn't have to be the same as this one. Okay, it can be different. So I'm going to move down to finish the page. So it says, now it's asking us, how was the story presented? And it tells you version 1 and version 2. What does that mean? So we're talking, the version 1 is the version we did together. We read it together, right? We're gonna think of this one, if you watch this YouTube video, it would be the version online, because you're gonna look at the video and I'm gonna be reading the story to you. So if you were in my class this morning or this afternoon, we read it together. So we read it together. I'm gonna write read together. But if you're not in my class today, perhaps you're gonna read it. Perhaps you're gonna see it on YouTube. So we're gonna write online, okay? So the version 2 is online, okay? And then it says, what was different from one story to the other story? So the story we read together in our class and the story online is the same story. The only difference is that one is online and the other one is on paper. So you have this is paper. You have this version, okay? So the difference is that one is paper, okay? One is paper, okay? And that could be the answer for this one as well. I'll add another right here. Let me see if I can do this. Paper. Yeah, read together, paper. And then what is the difference? One is paper, okay? And so we're gonna write, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so they are the same, okay? It says, what was different from one story to the other story? They're same, okay? One is read online and one is read together, okay? And that can apply to the second question as well, okay? It says, what was it different from one story to another? One, they were both the same, but one was read online and one was read together. So here, oh, that Hold on. So one was on paper, okay? And that way we keep it simple. What was online, okay? Once again here it says what was different or what was the same. They were the same, different platforms. What platforms means is one was online, one was paper. They were the same story, but you saw them in different versions, okay, different formats. All right, and it says check which version you like better, and that again, that is your choice. You decide which one you like the most. I'm gonna put version 1 because that's the one I like the most. I like to read it together as a class. Okay, so those are the answers. I'll leave them here for a little bit, and if not, you can just pause the YouTube video and write them down. Okay, so we're gonna clear that and we're gonna move on to the next page. Okay, and this is the version you guys have. There we go. Okay. Oops. Whoa. We went all over the place. I'm sorry. Okay, there we are. So it says, this is the second page, okay? The second questions you should have. Let me show you how it looks. It looks like this. Second page. And it says, who is the main character? So who is the main character? Brent, Eric, or Danielle? The answer is Eric. He is the main character, okay? And then it says, what is the story about? It's about Eric has no rights, Eric has rights, or Eric is not from the United States. What was the story about, guys? Ta-ding! Eric has rights, so it's B. Okay, so make sure you answer those questions. And then we are going to move on to the last part of this, okay? Events, okay? What happened first in the story, okay? And the answers can look a little different, and that is fine, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. So for first, we talked about in class, what happened first, okay? If you read the story, one thing that happened was that Eric was able to pick his lunch. So we're gonna do Eric chose his lunch. Once again, it doesn't have to be the same, okay? What happened in the middle? So maybe if we go to page 5, which is the middle, like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. It says page 5, Eric goes to school. That's what happened in the middle, okay? And what happened at the end? Eric was able to make choices. He has rights, okay? So these are the answers, okay? First, what happened first? He chose his lunch. What happened next? In the middle, Eric goes to school. And what happened at the end? Eric was able to make choices. He has rights, okay? So those are the answers for those 3 questions. And I'm gonna clear it all up. Like I said, you can always pause the video so you can copy. And the last question. It says, what is the message what is the message or lesson in this story? So let's think, what is the message? Eric cannot do anything with his rights. Eric is sad he has rights, or Eric can do many things because of his rights. Which one's the right answer, guys? Eric can do many things because of his rights. Okay? So those are the answers for the work that we did today and actually this week. So stay tuned for more videos on reviews. I want to post things that help you guys, new things, or things that we go over during our virtual classes. Thank you again for everybody. You guys are doing awesome. You guys are so smart. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12. Have a good day. Stay home, wash your hands, and be safe. Bye.